Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here, back in the webcam form, bringing you another edition of Watching Walford. It's episode number 67, and today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 13 of 2024, or the episode from the 8th of April all the way to the 11th. The main stories are going to be, and these are a little more vague as we watch two in person and then two otherwise. Or no, we were gone yesterday. Bloody hell. Times fucking refuses to exist. So it's not the most note heavy, but we have the topics as usual. We'll just go on for however long we need it to be. Yolande reconnects with the church and the pastor, obviously setting up the Wednesday episode next week. Denzel seems to have a wandering eye. He's been messaging someone called Meow Meow Smile Face. I don't fucking know. I don't remember the name, but it's something stupid. And he's like, oh, me and Nugget, yeah, we're gonna get some girls around, and you're gonna get a date. And it's like, all right, Denzel, I don't know if I trust you, mate. I don't know if I trust you in this situation. George facing up to Eddie for one last time, and all that ensues with this, because it's not the nicest week for George. Just when you think it's like, he's finally got peace. He's finally got peace. Got you, bitch. Fucking no. Yeah, fuck me. It's what I've been saying for a while. It's just like George cannot catch a fucking break to save his life. And it just keeps going. And the essential someone gets framed for the murder of Keanu. Who will that be? Only time will tell. Now, as always, this podcast goes in forms. The first half an hour is shooting the shit. Then however long beyond that half an hour mark is us talking about the EastEnders properly. So, if you just want to hear the EastEnders, skip to about 30 minutes in. We should be talking about it, but it's just the first couple days after our visit. It's now past. How are you doing, mate? How you been?
Doing good. I'm doing good. I remember being in the airport, and it was so funny because I got stopped going through customs, and I was like, "Oh no, the Twistlers are going to get caught out." No, I then the guy just looks at me and goes, "Well, pal, you've done something wrong here." Yeah. Then he opens my bag, he roots through my clothes, he takes out the Twistlers, pops it back in, opens the other side of the bag where the deodorant is, and my tablets, and I goes, "You see this? It's not in a clear bag." Fuck, thank God, I thought it was Twistlers. Thought it was the Twistlers. I felt like I was smuggling fucking, people who smuggle drugs up their ass. I thought I was smuggling, Twistlers through the customs. But yeah, it went great. I fucking went up the wrong part of the building because it's very confusing for me, Manchester Airport, because the parts are three's on a different floor. You have to walk up a flight of stairs, and it's in a completely different building. So I went through a different door, but it was the wrong door, and it was just a bunch of people standing there for arrivals waiting for their fucking partner to come in. So I went through the wrong bit. But the escalator didn't work, so I had to walk up the escalator. So I couldn't find the stairs. So I had to walk up a broken escalator. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, you could do the exercise, mate.
Thank you. I remember coming back when I come back on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. My dad goes, "Oh, you've gone flatter." Thanks.
Cheers, okay.
How was Peaky Poison? How was Peaky Poison? It was the greatest thing I've ever had. Just cried. This is so good.
Local restaurant, Bin Ducks. There we are. Classic. Regional restaurant. It's not anywhere out of the region I'm in. So there we are. Cheers for the ducks, mate. Appreciate that one.
Oh fuck! Sorry. Just beefing.
You know I'm not editing it out.
Well, if you get found, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I know whose fucking bank account details I'm giving them. Take the money from here. That's where all of the savings are.
Go
Yeah.
to the PayPal. Just take the money out of PayPal.
But yes, no, solid. Yeah, it was good fun. It's definitely I think the worst bit about the visits are the fact that I then have to become a host. So then I feel like it's like, oh, what do we want to do? And it's like I can't just make you choose something. So I've got to fucking figure out what to do. Oh, what do you want to do? I don't know, mate. Yeah, all right, fucking sound then. I'll figure out something then. I'll fucking do this. I'll figure something out, I guess. It's just existing. It's the worst part. It's the worst part, really. It's like, so what do we want to do? I don't know. Great. Well, I don't fucking know either. But now I've got to figure it out.
It was quite fun, I must say. Obviously, the next visit won't probably be for another few months, but it was great fun seeing you, Pat. It was the bed is my favourite. I've got to tell my dad the story of the bed, just the fact it's being held up by books, and then you have me fucking sitting on it. Like, oh no, I know it's gonna collapse. It's gonna quick. Just put a bit of books on me, it'll be fine.
Yeah, just constantly like stop knocking down these fucking books. Just gets in the bed for 1 second. Oh, they've fallen out. It's like, oh. Nothing can break on my watch. Yeah, I'm using the blanket now.
Oh,
straight
you took
on
the
chair.
blanket.
I did, yeah.
Oh. What do you think of the blanket?
It's comfy. Obviously, I don't have much use for it. It's been relatively warm. It's just one of those things where, I'm just not very good at being a host. Where usually it's like, what do we do? And then like yesterday, I played GTA 5, and I did nothing, and that was perfectly reasonable. My brain was like, yeah, this is the fucking life. This.
Did your friend bring you the fucking car meetups in the game?
No, car meetups. Just playing GTA 5 online. But yeah, it's like I said, it's the worst bit. Obviously, the company's fine, but my brain kind of ranks things differently. Where it's like the extra effort of being a host and trying to like keep shit not being boring as fuck kind of outweighs the fun. And I'm like, fuck this. Was good fun. We'll do it again at some point. But also, hey, it made me look forward to having the time by myself as well. So it's all fucking worked out proper. I don't know if much of the content that we recorded come out just yet.
For one more match, we've recorded up to May for fucking one more match, up to the first or second week of May.
Like, has this actually? I guess obviously the stuff that was being released at the time, the most complained moments came out. The Yolande, they have started to come out for sure. It's I hope people have enjoyed it. There was probably a bit of audio fuckery going on. I didn't really work hard on setting it up too well. I couldn't be bothered. But I hope people have been enjoying it. We obviously we released the chapter 2 of the fan fiction, and then chapter 3 comes out Friday, so it will have already been out at this point. It's solid. It was a good balance between getting shit done and just chilling out, which is probably like a mix and match, really. It was good fun. I hope people enjoy the content we put out. Honestly, I like how even though we filmed a lot of content, the thing I'm most proud of is getting the fucking that Hollyoaks video done. I'm like, yeah, I've now made myself a podcast. And I've talked about Hollyoaks enough on the channel that people have been like, oh, you should talk about this Hollyoaks thing. And I'm like, yeah, I've fucking done it. I'm the man. Who's done that? It's me. Guess who's fucking talking about Hollyoaks again? Oh, bloody hell, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, I will.
I can't wait for episode 5 where I get replaced with AI.
Exactly.
Hello, Piggy, how are you? Oh, I'm fine.
Just absolutely scripted to fuck. Just. Oh, and what do you think about this, Piggy? It was good. 2023 Piggy, he's back. Oh, what do you think about this dancing Strictly? Yeah, it was good. 9 out of 10. All right, here we go. Time to fucking waffle for an hour. I understood the assignment. Yeah, that's probably the thing I enjoyed. I kind of last night I went, fuck it, I'll do it. You know, I had I had a microwave meal, I had some mac and cheese, which was okay. I went, fuck it. I've caught up on the Hollyoaks. I need to bloody talk about it because I had a dream. I had a Hollyoaks dream where I was in this storyline, and there's this like fucking horrific sexual abuse storyline going on between siblings. And I was inserted into this storyline to just protect the one who was being abused. Like fucking, I was being brought in. Obviously, this like the joke isn't the context. The joke is what I'm gonna go into. But it was like in The Exorcist where I was the priest. Like, may the power of Christ compel you. Like, splashing the holy water. Like, you better stay the fuck away, motherfucker. You ain't getting anywhere near. You ain't getting anywhere near. And
you the priest outfit. But
yeah, I was just like I said, that's how I've loved EastEnders over the past year. The sick stuff's great, and I love the who killed the Christmas whodunit. But this Hollyoaks storyline's in my fucking brain 24/7. I can't stop thinking about it. And with that, it got about 5 minutes of a 30-minute video. Nah, I already did a standalone part on it anyway, so it's fine. I put a timer on the screen so people know when I shut the fuck up about things I don't care about. There's chapters. Should probably put chapters everywhere else, but I'm a bit lazy. And you know, YouTube says it'll do automatic chapters, but YouTube fucking lies. Because I've not seen any automatic chapters anywhere. You little cheeky bastards. No, yeah, it's been fun though. It's been fun. Like I said, I am a introverted loner at the core though. So it's like, oh, what? I can just do my own shit and not have to worry about anything else. Yeah, all right. It's great. Have you found it being back with your dad?
Oh, found it great. I was asleep for most of yesterday, or for Wednesday, so I was, and then today again it's the same. So, fucking hell. Fuck me, back home. I can just kick when I want to kick. And yeah, it's just been chilling. It's been great fun. Yeah, it's just been fun, honestly. It's a bit weird because I feel like I don't hear your brother mooching around the room, and I realize I'm back home. So like, how come I don't hear someone next door to me? Oh, right. Or I don't hear the fucking toilet going off, the toilet plug from downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Jesus, it's weird, but it's fun. I love the fly and everything, but it's just Jesus, it's a long journey home.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. I don't mind it, honestly. Got a KFC in the airport.
That one is you managed to, because your train got cancelled or some shit, but that train that you went on just goes straight to Manchester Piccadilly anyway. So it's where you need to be.
You don't have to have this. I got off the train at the place, and I was supposed to get off the airport train. I got off at that place. Can I say the place?
Where?
Crewe. I got off.
Yeah, it fucking means nothing.
I got off at Crewe, and I was like, oh fuck. I went up to this lad, and I was like, lad, what do I do? Do I just go on the train to Piccadilly? Lad, just tell the lady that you don't need a ticket because your train got cancelled. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna buy a ticket just in case. So I bought a ticket. I got on Piccadilly. It's like, okay, my other train's at 6:55. I'll make it. Oh yeah, it took me about 10 minutes to walk up to platform 13 because fucking Piccadilly's a massive fucking train station. It's huge. So you have to walk all the way up to platform 13 and you wait about 10 minutes, and then the train came. Then I got in and got held at customs. And then I got a J2O at the airport. Got two J2Os. Went to the second airport to charge my phone. Got a Coke. Then I went to KFC and got a Tango Orange. And what did I get? I got a Singer box meal, I believe. The Singer burger meal. Fucking.
Still not a mighty bucket. But,
No.
you know, we take it. You take some and you...
And then I got a stitch when I got on the flight. Oh, fucking that KFC now.
You
And then my dad
won't
found
walk
stitch.
in that much, like. You walk like 10 minutes? Ah, God. Ah, fucking hell, mate.
And then my dad found Stitch on the bus, from Lilo and Stitch. It's currently sitting in our sitting room. Someone dropped it, and my dad just went, "Son, will we pick this up and bring it with me?" And I went, "Yeah, go on, why not?" So we now have Stitch. It's been great fun.
Fucking muddied up, fucking beaten up Stitch, though.
Hey, lad, I'm sorry you don't have it anymore. It's mine.
Yeah, fuck that. That's nice. I mean, sounds chill. Yeah, I just don't love the idea of travel. Fuck that noise.
It doesn't. Like the airplane's not really that hard once you get over the fact that like, you're going to Dublin, or like you're going around England basically. I know Ireland's not part of England, but you're going around that part. It's not really that you don't feel that scared, but like I understand the fear if you're going from like Ireland or England to fucking Australia or America, where you have to be on an 8-hour flight. That I can't do because you won't be able to. I just don't know how you'd be able to sit there for 8 hours. Like, oh fucking hell! What do I do? At least when you're going to Dublin to Manchester, you just right on the airplane. 40 minutes. You're back home. You're back in Manchester. It's not that you can literally sleep. It's that good.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it's just not my specialty.
Wait till I bring you to Spain. Let's go.
I'm right, mate. I like to be able to go home very quickly, and that's it's not applicable sometimes. But nah, it's yeah, it's been a week, been a hell of a week, hectic as fuck. But yeah, it's just looking forward to getting back into like the normal day to day. Like I think we also generally take next week fairly chill. Like we'd get some bulk videos done Monday, do who done it if we feel it, and then just fucking take it easy. And then finally be back properly like the week after.
Well, we can record the podcast on Wednesday next week. That's the good thing.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, fucking hell.
Also, I do want to tell the story where I got jam and egg and chips in Wetherspoons. I was struggling to cut up the fucking jam, and I said, come here, Pat. So get a friend like Ash who helps you in hard times.
Well, Piggy doesn't have a good motor skills, so is not really the biggest fan of knives. He'll start like caveman and that shit, just like I just see him trying to use a knife, and it's not really going anywhere. So it's like, all right, mate, pass it here. I'll fucking handle
it. I felt so embarrassed, but I also couldn't stop laughing because I can't use a knife, so I'm fucking useless in this. It's like if you got me in that in your boss man's workshop. It's like, Piggy, pack all the boxes. I'm fucking useless. I'll do it, but I'm useless.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to start learning. You got to start learning how to be useful. Nobody wants a useless sack of shit. I learned that a couple years ago.
I can't wait for All In, just fucking make you and Stater, and then just let it go. fuck's sake, Peggy, will you use the fucking knife?
It's the realization that it dawns on you that you go, I'm fucking useless. I need to be able to do things. Where I think where I see it, because obviously there was a lot of like moving boxes around and shit whilst doing their other work, because they used to do like big medieval shows and whatnot. Obviously they had to unpack and like pack and unpack the like trailer, for example. And obviously at the start I'm like fucking fanning around, not really helping much, just kind of doing stuff. And once you do enough of that stuff, you quickly realize either fucking commit to it fully or just get the fuck out the way, because you're just going to be an annoying little bastard otherwise. And you want to know what? You're not really that useful if you're just not doing anything. So when you do something, fully commit to it is the real fucking advice. No one would like, would you rather get it done in 5 minutes full fucking sweat, or get it done in an hour but fanny around for half of it? I don't think the second one's a fucking option. So there we are, mate. Start fucking putting your whole ass into things.
I'll put my whole policy into Pigossi into it. There we go. I was trying.
He also fell out of a car, which was good fun. Like, normal people just decide, oh, I'll just put a foot out, it's easy. Just put a foot out, fine. Piggy says, nah, I'll fucking just crawl out like a worm first. Maybe just fall on my fucking face. I don't know. I thought I was uncoordinated. And then I met you, and it's fucking impressive how shit you are with coordination.
I told my dad, he goes, what you fucking doing? He was like, how low is the car? And I was trying to describe how low the car was. And so can you describe to me? Like, just imagine the in-betweeners car, but a bit lower. And he's like, all right, son. All right, you fucking can't get out of a car probably, can you know? Fuck shit.
Yeah, it's I just remember Jake being like, why is he so fucking clumsy, man? Why the fuck? There's a fucking footprint on the car. Fucking fell out the car and left a footprint. Fucking hell, man.
Well, at least if I die, there's a footprint there. So like, I remember when he fell out of that car, last time in the car.
I mean, he's cleaning that bitch up immediately. I'm not fucking having that. Not having that marker. But yeah, like, new curtains put in, all done by me and Jake. Piggy was not involved. But yeah, that's it's been alright. It also ended up in me doing a bit of DIY, which was good fun. I'm now thinking of rebuilding my desk, but building it more into the corner. I have a big fuck off wardrobe over there, which is useless, and I want to get rid of. So fucking one day, me and Jake will likely get that fucking saw out. Not fucking get fucking breaking that bitch apart. But yeah, it's I don't know. It kind of reaffirmed a bunch of my confidence. I feel very capable. And that's always useful to have. I will not ask Piggy if he feels capable. Fell out of a car, shit himself on the way. Gammon and chips. There we go. Yeah, I don't even know where to take this, mate. What else you got? What other interesting shit you got?
I just find it funny where I'm uncoordinated, then he meets me and I'm like, come here, Ash. I'll fucking wait till you see me, John. That's why I can't wait for all in. Because you know me, you know I'm a bit clumsy. I just can't wait till the third person say, let's use us. And it's like, fucking hell. Jesus. I if there was a terrorist attack, I would somehow end up being involved. I don't know how, but I would end up being involved somehow. Like, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not fucking stupid. I'd probably go up and be like, lad, do you really have to do it? Do you really have to? Just think your life. And then, like, I don't know. Like, I believe Ash once said that, like, my life is somehow a mystery of how I exist.
I don't know. I don't know how you just keep fucking managing to get through things. Like your skill set's unlike any other. Yeah.
Like all I can do is laugh because he's not wrong. My skill set's from, I don't know. He's never met anyone like me. That's the thing. I'm a unique person.
Whether it's a good thing or not is something else entirely, you know? There's some definite pros and cons here, definite pros and cons, but yeah. It's fucking wild shit. But everything's an achievement.
Exactly. Got out of bed today, that's an achievement. You know, scrubbed your ass, achievement. Where else what the heck is? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I'm pretty spent. I'm just, like I said, I'm looking forward to chilling the fuck. What? I'm looking forward to chilling the fuck out, really. I am. I don't know. I just like my routines too much. Having someone around breaks all my routines, and then I have to get back into doing things again. But yeah, like I said, watch the space for the Hollyoaks podcast. That is probably the thing I'm most proud of currently. And I'm also still slogging through Coronation Street, giving it a try. I'm enjoying it a bit more. I've seen some more news articles, and I'm like, you know what, that sounds alright. I don't mind. Like, you know, it makes it a bit more appetizing to sit through if I'm getting there. Like, I mean, I'm sure a normal person would just go, I'll just skip 3 months, and I'm like, nah, I gotta watch everything. I gotta have a full experience. But no, it's just we all learn more every single trip. But yeah, thank fuck it's over, because wrestling was fun, but I like my own space. So it's fucking wild. It's just
Also, I will say I did an achievement. I'm proud of myself. I only spilled my cup of tea once in your house.
That is true.
Only once. Only once, actually. I'm getting better. It used to be a few times last time. It was only once this time.
Now, also, the most questionable part is Piggy bought some M&Ms, but he bought the salted caramel M&Ms. And he bought, like, a massive, like, fucking 700-gram, like, pack. So, like, you know, I eat a normal pack of M&Ms, I'm like, fucking hell, Jesus, they're still going. Just, oh, fuck. This is, like, fucking 7 times one of those fucking packs. It felt like you were eating those for about 4 days straight.
I was. It was fucking from Saturday to Monday. It was just Monday. It was so funny because I have a box of tablets here I can use for an example. I was just like this. On. Oh.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, salted caramel M&Ms don't do it for me. I've been joking around saying that fat people are ruining food. I say that as a bit of a fat person myself, but I'm a simple man. All right, if I want M&Ms, I want some peanut M&Ms. I don't want fucking salted caramel. All right, because you eat it, you're like, oh, M&M, sick. Oh, where's the fucking peanut going? And you bite into it, it's this weird, like, salted caramel, like, fucking capsule thing. You're like, you know? Like, stop overcomplicating your food. Me and Piggy had this thing the other week where we were, like, they were showing off, there was these, like, Easter, like, desserts. And it's like, oh, here's a fucking chocolate pie with, like, some caramel on it and, like, some sweets. And I'm like, if you want a chocolate pie, just get a fucking chocolate pie. Why do you need fucking shit on it? Just stop overcomplicating food, please.
I remember meeting you and Jake when we were at the restaurant. We went to the KFC and then the McDonald's. And obviously I was like, oh, I'm getting a milkshake. So I was like, you two just get a milkshake. I'm getting a milkshake from the restaurant. And I was looking for the chalky pie, couldn't find the chalky pie. Hot cross bun pie they had. And then Jack goes to me, Piggy, what do you think of this? And I go, what did I say? I looked at God, called him a C-word, and then he gave me this crap. And it was delicious, and it wasn't bad. It was just mid.
Yeah, but it's a
It was
hot
just mid.
chocolate. It was not hot chocolate. It was a hot cross bun pie, which is like,
Mid
say,
garlic
you want
sauce.
a fucking hot cross bun, get a hot cross bun. Why do you want a hot cross bun pie? You don't fucking go, oh, you know, it's like a pie flavor. You don't go, oh, I want this fucking apple and kiwi and mango. You just get an apple pie. Fuck it, stop overcomplicating food. You don't need all this extra shit. Just have it simple. Like, if you have a nice fucking pizza, you don't need sauce on it, because the pizza's nice. If it's a shit pizza, put sauce on it. Like ketchup or whatever. Like, put some fucking tomato sauce on it. Sound. But if it's a good pizza, you don't need fucking sauce on it, because it really tastes good. Stop overcomplicating fucking good food and making it shit. Fuck M&M's with salted caramel. What is that nonsense? Fucking God, I was eating them and I'm just like, it's fucking gross. God, fucking make it, fucking fuck's sake. Stop overcomplicating simple food by making it fucking over the top. Thank you. That's my PSA. And that's how I filled all the rest of the time before we talk about the EastEnders, is ranting about fat people ruining food. Then again, the real ruiner of food was Jamie Oliver when he went into schools and went, why are you all eating fat shit? It's like, because we're all poor, Jamie. Because healthy food is expensive, Jamie, you bastard. Like, fuck you. If I want to eat fucking turkey dinosaurs, let me eat turkey dinosaurs, alright? They're cheap. Jamie Oliver, man. What a prick. Alright, EastEnders.
It was like a documentary. They showed us in school. It was either in 6th or 5th year, which would be like year 10 or year 11 for English people, and it would be grade 14, 15 for fucking Americans, I believe. I don't know how your grade system goes up. And there was like a documentary that Ireland is the fattest country of all time. And there's a joke I always take, but I always laugh at. Surely being the fattest country of all time is actually an achievement for Ireland, considering we did have a famine. Like, so, us being the
Yeah,
fattest
about
country
fucking
surely is.
757 years ago.
Yeah, but it's still an
You're
achievement.
not just escaping the famine, like.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
still,
it's not an achievement now.
it could be.
I'm fat. I'm fat now. It's an achievement because fucking in the medieval times you all had gout. Like fucking
Exactly.
back in World War One we had to ration our food, so I'm basically living like a fucking king now. Like what shit is this?
But like, it's just a documentary. Irish people are very obese. Yeah. So I like being a bit of obese. I know I should lose a bit of a belly, of a bit of a dusty road belly. But like, I want to be a bit fat. Okay, lads. If I want to eat till I have a heart attack at 25, I will eat till I want to have a heart attack at 25. All right, guys. Because it's either I kill myself or the food kills me that I enjoy. And I rather the food that I enjoy kills me, because then it doesn't look bad. It looks like it was just cholesterol. So, and that's my game plan.
Well, that's cheery and upbeat. From Piggy's wanting to die to EastEnders. Classic podcast. I'll just remind everybody. I don't even fucking segue that into an uplifting shit now.
So Gloria and I also had a heart attack. So
not even going there yet. Not even going there yet. Just sitting Piggy's afterglow. I'll remind everybody about the storylines we're going to cover. Yolande reconnecting with the church and the pastor. Denzel seems to have a wandering eye. George faces up to Eddie for one last time. And then someone gets framed by the Six. Now, the first two are going to be pretty fucking standard. They didn't... This week was dominated by the George and Eddie and Gloria stuff and the Six. So, if you're wondering why we aren't particularly talking about much, I guess it was Sharon getting arrested, which counts, but that's involved in the Six anyways. So, We'll get there eventually. So Yolanda is feeling a little bit shut out because since the pastor gave Trina, I think is what he called his wife, if that was her name, the pastor's wife, who was like taken on board, like I think she was organizing a raffle or some shit, and Yolanda feels pushed out and kind of ostracized because she's kind of been exiled from the church due to the pastor being a creepy motherfucker, and she's struggling a bit because at this point in time she doesn't have Patrick because Patrick's fucking gone somewhere. Howie and Kim are away. And all she has is Denzel, who, fucking 50-50. One day he's an absolute whiny bastard. The other day he's actually being nice and genuine.
Also, I don't know how I'm sophisticated, but someone said the actor who plays Patrick's like 82, 83. And I was like, there's no fucking way. There is no way he's 82 or 83.
Yeah,
the guy who plays Patrick.
He's an old man.
There's no way. I thought he's like mid-60s, 70s. Like, because fuck me, he looks so young for his age. What age is he?
He is old Rudolph Walker. He's 84.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck right off. How the fuck can he look so young at 84?
Yeah, he is looking good.
He's definitely not had some turkey twisters. He's definitely not had some turkey dinosaurs in his life. He's definitely had fucking prawn and rum. Fish.
He replaced it all with rum.
Hopefully it wasn't that shit rum meat powder.
But yeah, so like Yolanda's pretty isolated at this point. She doesn't really have any family around her. She doesn't really have, like I said, she just simply doesn't have much at the minute. And it does suck, and it is kind of sad. But like at the end of the day, there's not much she can do. So Denzel sees this, as well as Denzel's planning on like having a meet up with some girls, which isn't Amy. Because fuck his relationship, apparently. Yeah, Nugget, we're gonna get you a girlfriend, man. Yeah, and Denzel's he's getting a bit happier because he's posted a picture fucking having a cheeky fucking flex. And flex like a man who's never flexed in his life. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm fucking hench. But essentially, he's getting a bit of attention online because he had a bit of a flex, and now he's getting a bit more like kind of obsessed about himself in a way. He's getting a bit more vain. He's starting to see progress, and he's getting where he wants to be. So he seems to have a wandering eye because someone's like, "Oh, you want to meet up?" And it's I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what the name was, but it was like meow, happy meow smile or some shit. I don't know what it was.
20 or something.
Something like that. And it's like, who the fuck are you trying to meet up with, Denzel, you cheeky boy? And, him and Nugget get some beers in, and they want to invite the girls round, as Yolanda should be at Bible study, but when he realizes that she's come back and she's a bit down, she's like, why? Whoa, what's happened? And he goes and speaks to the pastor like, look, I don't feel like you're being fair to Yolanda. I don't think she's done anything wrong. And, they make up and she's like, I've been a bit lost without the church. And he's like, yeah, well, my wife's not as good as you are. And then you can even see him go for another big hug. And Yolanda smartly went, just the hands. Just the hands. You can hold my hands. You're not fucking putting your hands around me. And yeah, fucking, I just feel so bad for Yolanda, obviously knowing what's going to happen next week. Not that we'll mention it here, because, I don't want to have it dominate the conversation, but I hope it is next Wednesday, right?
The 17th.
Yes. But yeah, so all in all, Yolanda's reunited with the church and back involved, and Denzel is, making progress of where he wants to be, and possibly just, I don't know, making some questionable decisions. Like, what if he cheats on Amy with someone? Like, is his eye wandering somewhere else? I hope it doesn't. I like their relationship, but,
I don't.
It's not really...
Because I know that the steroids are gonna make them go, oh yeah, kill yourself, then. Fucking, that's all you do. All you do is cut yourself. Fuck you, lady. That's all he's gonna say for her. You know, it's the steroids. It's testosterone running wild. And it's just he's gonna be a bit of a dick. He's gonna be a massive semi, like pasta plating, and it's not gonna be nice. It's gonna be hard pill to swallow, and he's just gonna be a prick to Amy while he cheats on her with a different woman. Well, I'm assuming this is where it's going to go. He's going to get another woman, or if I can use the hood word, he's going to get another bitch, and they're going to hook up, and then he's going to be like, "Amy, you are shit."
You just
This
say,
lady
did
is
you
a
just say
phone.
you use the hood term?
Yes,
What's wrong with you, mate?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you? First, you don't respect women. What's he doing? He's back in Ireland now. Fucking turn it all up to 11.
Because you can't punch me through the screen.
I'll try. I do try. But yeah, so that's the Yolanda and Denzel stuff. As I said before, there wasn't much else with this, so there's only so much we can really add to it. But we've had a good 10 minutes with it, so let's now talk about the George Knight stuff. So this week is Eddie's trial hearing. Oh, one thing also, Ben has got 6 years in an American jail. He's gone for 6 years. He's not going to live it out. Let's be real. He's going to get brought back before then. But as far as we know currently, 6 years without Ben Mitchell. So someone's crying. And they immediately posted a picture of Johnny and Callum, and all the stands are like, no, stop it. Just they can't. That's right, fucking Jesse from Breaking Bad. They can't keep getting away with this. Just fucking.
Like Matt Eddie, they're just like, no, Chris, I can't.
Dig it off.
Chris, please. Chris, my hand. No.
But yeah, so that's just a little update. I've got no real opinion on it. As much as it's like Janina's a couple of years, and she'll be out before then, anyways. It's how soaps work. Just let's politely put them on the shelf for a little bit, and eventually, when it's all cooled down, they can come back out and play with the other kids. But yeah, so the George Knight stuff. It's about George trying to figure out what the right thing to do is. He gets a bit worked up and can't really deal with it. So at the end of the first episode, he starts some underground bare knuckle boxing. Obviously, that's where he's fucking it's fucking that's where that thumbnail's from. And very strange because obviously George, he doesn't talk about his feelings to anyone really. He does in this week, which was a really good scene as well. But and Gloria genuinely tells George, look, I want you to do what's right for you. I want you to be proud of yourself and fully be able to say what you want to say. And at the court, he eventually gets there on time with a bit of persuasion from Cindy and Elaine together, which is a fun little duo. He stands up for himself at court and, goes through the attack and what he witnessed, and the lawyer tries to be like, but you think that because he's a racist, you've now suddenly changed your mind. You're a liar. And, trying to use all the dirty tactics to smear George and make him look I guess inconsistent is a word. Just, what am I trying to say? He's trying to make him look less legitimate,
The judge basically does what every commentator does when they defend anyone. How can he be racist? He has black grandkids. He is a black son. How could he be racist, guys? Oh my god, he's not racist. He has a black son. He's not
Guys, we've
racist.
done an internal investigation. Turns out Eddie's not racist. The investigation was done by Eddie himself.
I do love.
Did an internal investigation. Eddie is not a racist.
I do fucking love Eddie's mate. You know, the little fat guy beside him. Like, I'm not supposed to like him, right?
I mean, it's just you liking fat people, really.
It's just because
it's because you remind. If they're fat, you're like, oh, I bet they're lovely. I want to give them a hug.
It's just
like the amount of dogs Piggy showed me where it's like, oh, he's just really fat and silly, and it's like, mate, he's a fucking unhealthy. He's gonna die in 3 years at this fucking rate.
It's just listening to the Eddie's mates reminds me of Danny DeVito as the Penguin for some reason. It's just he looks like a garden gnome. He'd fit right in with a garden gnome.
He would.
Would he?
But you know, and after he finally sits through the witness statement and kind of goes through it, and you know, it's like he may technically be my dad, but you know, my dad was Henry Asare, and you know, he took him away from me. And Gloria is proud of him, and she's really happy. But then we cut to her outside, and she's collapsed on the floor, and it's like, fucking hell. Oh, George, it's all lovely. George, you know, oh, good job. Bleh. It's like, oh, shit.
See, they did every night hit Gloria with the most devastating move in wrestling of all time. The hard punch.
The answer's no.
Because I just want to assume he had killed Gloria because she was going to leave him. Because Eddie Knight.
She was going to leave him. But
I just want to.
How it continues though is obviously George, like, you know, gets to the hospital, and she's like, "Hey, you know, there's a big old cigar box. It has a bunch of the belongings in, you know, a bunch of the stuff from your mum. I think it's important. It's time that you know." And he goes and finds it and kind of looks at it and sees like a picture of his dad and his mum and a cross and this tape recording. And he then goes back to the boxing gym to take it out on the bags. And, you know, George and Phil have a really nice heart-to-heart about, you know, anger and grief. And, you know, as much as you may be angry as now, anger fades, but the guilt doesn't. And, you know, Phil kind of goes how, obviously, when Peggy died, you know, Peggy went, like, Phil, you know, I want you there, you know? And Phil's, like, racked with guilt because he's like, I should have been there, you know? I could have spent more time with her. And it was really good. I'm so happy that Clenshaw's allowed Phil to act again. And, like, it's so nice to just have him actually be a character and not just be the version of Phil tiled up to 10. Where it's just like, you know, he doesn't always do it, but it's not like, oh, it's Christmas time now, time to act, Phil. It's Christmas time or the fucking anniversary week, you know, like, it's always lovely to see, and I'm always kind of, because I don't believe that Phil will be gone anytime soon, but if in the off chance he does, I am still cherishing every, like, genuine moment we get with Phil, because, you know, you never know when he could be gone.
But we go back to the hospital. I just want to bring it up. We go back to the hospital, and Gloria, you know, I was talking to George and going, look, I don't want to be buried with that racist. She doesn't say it like that, but I don't want to be buried with Eddie. I want you to cremate me. I want to be beside you forever. Forever! And then she goes, in that box, there's a tape that we used to sing.
Just for the little context, Gloria had a heart attack, and she's not going to recover, essentially. Like, the damage has been done. It's what you missed.
And it's what I missed, yeah. And they play a little song, a little nursery rhyme.
Well,
it
was because when Gloria took George in, he would just cry incessantly. So they got George's mum to send a little tape of her singing a lullaby. And, man, this scene fucking broke my heart. This scene broke my fucking heart. Because, you know, Gloria says, like, you know, I don't want to be buried with him. You know, I'm free finally. I finally feel free. I'm allowed to be who I want to be. I feel like I've been unburdened. And, you know, George is like, she's like, even though I know I'm not your mum, and then George is like, no, all right, I do love you. You are my mum. Like, I'll forgive you. It's fine. And she tells him to reconnect with George Jr. and then wants him to play the lullaby recorded by George's mum. And they listen to it, and George is kind of like in bliss, just like, oh, you know, mum, I'll take care of you. It'll be fine. And then fucking Gloria just dies and passes away immediately. And it's like, ah, fucking hell, man. Like, I keep saying George can't catch a fucking break. But George cannot catch a fucking break. It's like, oh, you know, mum, it's fine. You know, Eddie's out your life. You can come live with us. It's like, you know, how's he going to deal with this? He's now lost all of his fucking parents. They're all gone.
I feel like this is not the end of Eddie Knight, though. I feel like Eddie Knight he still has to get his comeuppance. Like, he can't just go to jail. No, he can't go to jail. So we have to see him get that up in jail or something. Like, it can't just be him walking off in a black cab, like, I'm going to fucking jail, lads.
No,
How's your fucking going?
I think he's done.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, you say you need to get his comeuppance. He's getting sent to jail, like, 30-odd years after the initial attack. Like 40 years after the attack. Like, he finally got justice was finally served. That is the comeuppance. He's not going to get battered, I don't think. I think he's done now. I think it's just George kind of struggling to deal with the aftermath of, like, now losing, like, the person who he wanted to have as his mum and his actual mum. And, you know, George has clearly shown that he doesn't like fucking talking about his feelings, does he? Like, he can't deal with them. So, yeah.
I do hope we do get Eddie Knight at the funeral, if they do a funeral for Gloria, or if it's just off screen. Because I do want Eddie to be like, it's all your fault, George. If you just offended me, she wouldn't be dead. And it's George, fuck you, man. Fuck you. That's what I hope, but it's not going to happen.
I think Eddie's gone. Maybe there will be a funeral and he's allowed to be there, but I highly doubt it. So.
And then I can suspect that, like, we get a very sad song playing as she's cremated. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire playing or something, as she's lowered into the fireplace to be cremated, and then we see George.
The fireplace.
That's
crematorium.
Yeah, the fireplace. And then
I do think that. I think it was surprisingly, like, it was very well done. It was very well acted. It was very emotional. Obviously, no one's going to be crying about Gloria dying because she's not, like, you know, some people will be like, oh, thank fuck she's dead, the complicit racist. And it's like, well, she's not. She's much more sympathetic than Eddie, right? Like, you know, she did murder someone. But yeah, I think for the very little time that they've had on screen, I think they did a really good job of playing this character. I always kind of, like, joked at the idea of if they ever wanted to redeem the character, they'd simply have Eddie, like, die off screen, or, like, and then she's like, oh, I've left him, and then she comes back and lives with George and gets to be that older, like, grandmum type character. Grandmum? Nan. There we are. But yeah, it's a big shame. I am starting to get a bit worried that George is getting the fucking Ronnie Mitchell treatment. Like, I'm starting to get a little bit terrified that George is just gonna keep getting tragic shit happen to him, because it's been happening for a while now, and I don't really see him getting much better. I see it getting a lot worse before it gets better. I'm getting a bit worried that he's just going to get more fucking punishment for no reason. So, hopefully we get a nice chill year for George. And obviously they're setting up probably him contacting George Jr. and adding another night to the family, adding another dimension to the family. So, I'm looking forward to it. And I thought this stuff was really good and quite impactful.
I did. I was eating ice cream when this scene happened. Strawberry and raspberry ice cream, I believe it was. And I nearly started crying in the ice cream. I nearly started crying into the ice cream. It's fucking like I understand people go, it's not she's not an impactful character, but oh fuck me this. Like the one thing, like even if you don't know the character for very long, the one thing Chris Crenshaw and most producers do well is trying to get you invested in at least their final scene. And I feel like they hit you right in the head for Gloria because you're like, I don't want to be with Eddie anymore. George, you are my son. And I'm like, just fucking like that, just crying. I nearly started crying, honestly. I nearly did because when the lullaby starts playing, I'm just munching on the ice cream. And then you see her grab George's like face, touch his face, and then she goes, ah. And then George, Mom, no, I'm like, oh no, George, come here. Give me a hug, George, please. I need you, George. I need you. I know he's a fictional character, but I need you, George. I need you. Like, I was just like, oh, fuck me, Chris Crenshaw, fuck you.
Yeah, I suppose it's not super. It's fairly on brand for me to not be in tune with my emotions anyway, so I don't fucking care. It's sad, it's rough, it sucks. I don't fucking care. Like, Gloria was nice in the end, and you could tell that the connection was genuine. But yeah, like, my fucking robot brain, like, not tragic. Not tragic enough for me.
You just don't understand it. You just don't understand
like,
the heart.
A death, like, if a death's really tragic, like, if she'd went like, oh, George, you know, the thing about your mum is, yeah, like, no, what the fuck, why would they do that? But, you know, she actually got a fairly reasonable ending, and I mean, it's the kind of, it's probably, it's not the ideal way to go, but it's definitely better than what it fucking could have been. But yeah, it was good stuff. I am happy that it got the time it earned. But let's move on to the final topic, that being the 6, and that being Queen Sharon getting arrested for the murder of Keanu, which then sent the 6 spiraling, as, you know, Kathy and Sookie went, well, I mean, fuck it, Linda's a bit of a fuck it, she killed him, let's have the fucking murder weapon. Was it this week that fucking they found the meat thermometer?
That was last week.
That was last week. Okay. With Tyson stealing the lamb. But, you know, they've now kind of hit the point where it's like, well, fuck, what do we do, you know? We don't want to risk anything. And Linda wants to turn herself in because she has a conversation with George, like, you know, you gotta show your kids what, you know, how to do the right thing and what the right thing to do is. And it continues as while this happens, they kind of decide, like, we getting rid of the murder weapon? Nah, we're not going to get rid of it. But then all of a sudden, Dean starts causing a lot of problems, you know? He starts saying that Harvey's a nonce and he's being dodgy with kids and that he is... You know, he's just being a really fucking dodgy dickhead. He's kind of trying to just taking fights with everyone. And...
Do love how he got 2014 insults in. Harvey, you're a fucking pedo, man. Look at you fucking pedo. I love it. Because where else would you get in the UK for a fucking 35-year-old man? I don't actually know what age Dean is. A fucking 40-year-old using 12-year-old insults on a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, but
I know it's not funny, but it's just the fact that calls him a nonce and local to me, like he's fucking 12 years old. Yeah, well, you're a fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's something that school kid would use. Yeah, I agree. But where, you know, and he keeps taking fights with everyone because, you know, he's leaving. You know, he's leaving to New York and he's not planning on coming back. So fuck it, all right? I've had enough. Everybody's getting the fucking thing. And he says something like, "Try get me, nothing sticks," and then he walks off. And then Stacy goes, "Well, How about I plant this fucking meat thermometer in your house? How about that, dickhead? How about that? What about today, Dean dickhead? How are you going to get out of this one? So yeah, Stacy plants the meat thermometer in Dean's house. He then spots it and fucking puts his DNA all over it, and it's like, yes, finally. And then Linda decides, fuck it, all right, because they were planning this big call, like, oh, one of us gonna say all this stuff, and it'll corroborate your evidence, and it'll make sure it works out in the end. But Linda decides to say fuck it and take responsibility and say, look, police, I didn't tell you because I'm terrified of Dean because of what he did to me. And then mentions that he saw him dragging Keanu into the cafe. And this, as well as the crime scene, finding the meat thermometer in his house, means that he does get arrested for the murder of Keanu. And it's like, yes. And then it's even more fucking cathartic. It's so good. Because then he's like, oh, I've been framed. And it's like, yeah, how's it feel not being believed, you fucking bitch? How's it fucking feel to not be believed? Because he didn't kill Keanu, we know that. But man alive, is it the closest to just some genuine comeuppance we're getting for the Dean character. And I'm just like, yes, finally, something's happening. Oh.
I loved it. I'm a big Dean Wicks fan. I loved it where the tables have finally turned on him. Where Linda has where he flipped the table on her 10 years ago and shoved her into a corner. She flipped the table on him and shoved him into a corner now. So it's fucking poetry in motion, if you want to say it like that. But it's so funny because we know he's innocent, but now he knows how it feels to I don't want to say rape, but he knows how it feels now to have someone not believing you.
Yeah.
He now knows how it feels. But I still want him to get his comeuppance for faking the medication. Because I don't want Harvey to expose him, but I don't think we're going to get that. But I did wish we did get one last time him calling Harvey a nonce. So would like that. Just as he's leaving in the cab, just going, Harvey's a nonce.
But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see in the next couple of days, probably when we do the Reddit videos. It'll be interesting to see what people think about this revelation, because I'm not even that much of a I hate what Dean's been doing. With fucking making Jade sick, and how since he came back on Halloween, he's just been causing fucking problems all the time. But I will say it has been set up really nicely as to how it's like, because obviously Keanu and Dean, they had some beef, they were fucking arguing publicly in the street. They had a fight. And when he was just before the body was discovered around the cafe, they saw Dean skulking around. He was in the Queen Vic the night that Keanu died. There's a lot of interesting little bits that will set up him being framed. I do feel like he already knows. He already knows that he's being framed because, well, he didn't fucking do it, did he? But and this is where I do feel like Shirley will be brought in as well, to try and figure out, you guys are lying. There's no way he'd murder someone. But yeah, holy shit. I do look forward to seeing what people think, because it was really cathartic that finally Dean is getting some comeuppance. Now, although only time will tell if he actually gets prosecuted for it or charged with a murder, but oh man, it was really it felt so good to finally see him squirm. And that's probably the most exciting bit of EastEnders this week, really. It's just fucking finally.
Did see Shirley in my dream though? That was weird. Did see Shirley in my dream for some reason.
No.
Not Dean. Just Shirley's in a suit and she was looking sexy, and I was like, okay, I can vibe with this. Why is she in a suit? I don't know. Just in my dream, in a suit. And I was like, no, fair enough.
But yeah, I suppose I'll just pose a question to the viewers. What did you guys think about Dean finally getting his comeuppance? I don't know. It was really enjoyable. It was really, really enjoyable to see. And I haven't even talked to my brother about it because he hadn't watched the episode. He hasn't watched today's episode yet. But I'm also looking forward to seeing what he thinks. It's just like, yes, get fucked, you fucker. Fuck you. Yeah. It's amazing. It was so... This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been trying to say the whole time. Like, guys, we're in good hands. Dean will get his comeuppance eventually. It's just about when he slips. And he didn't even slip this time. Like, he didn't even slip. But it is fantastic. And that's just about everything for the topics of this podcast. I think it was pretty... probably the best you're getting for still in the exhaustion period after the visit, but I think we covered everything well enough. Oh, excuse me. I think it was a very good episode. It was a very good week of EastEnders. There was a lot of really cool stuff going on, and I'm looking forward to next week as well. So, what do you reckon of this week as a whole, mate?
No, it was a very sad and sombering week, except for Dean getting his comeuppance again. That was fun. Obviously, big Dean Wicks fan, so a bit sad we're not going to see Matt D'Angelo on the set anymore for a few more weeks, but hopefully he'll be out soon.
I mean, I think the character will still be on screen for a while. Like, I feel like it'll be a very long process of, like, you know, he gets sent down and then he has to appeal, and like there'll be a massive court case of like witness statements, and I feel like the second they think that Dean's like fully locked up, I feel like Shirley will be like, he's actually getting appealed, and there's going to be a big public court, and they have to rehash everything after they all think it's been put to bed. But yeah, no, I do agree though. You put it perfectly. It was a very somber week as well. It was quite sad, but also cathartic in a sense.
They also did fucking again just love the judge being like just using like one of her like YouTubers comments, or not one of her one of her commenters like comment, I guess. Just fucking, how can he be racist, guys? He can't be racist. And I'm like, my shit's black. What does that mean? Like, it can still be racist. Like just because he has a black son doesn't make him not racist. It's not like a fucking. It's not like if you're homophobic and you have a gay son, it doesn't automatically make you anti-homophobic. I have a gay son. I can't hate the gays. like I love that defense mechanism. You can use it in any battle. Guys, I'm not racist. I actually respect black people. Just fucking love it. Did love Eddie's mate. I hate Eddie, but I hate Eddie, but I enjoy him because he has that evil look in his eyes where you look at him and you're like, I want to fucking get you down the stairs, mate. But his little chubby mate beside him, I don't want to say chubby, he's not chubby. His little round mate is fucking, just to him, just like me currently getting through an airport.
The little fucking gnome.
Him, I know he doesn't do anything, and I know he's
also getting convicted of the murder, right? He was involved. He did
kill
George's
involved.
Dad.
It's just why did they cast a fucking gnome to play him?
Well, because they wanted to cast a very, you know, so they wanted to cast a gammony racist. So
I just love, because when you're in the court scene and you see like everyone in the court, so you see like Gloria, you see Elaine, you see Cindy, you see Anna, Anna, I believe. And then you cut over to Eddie.
Yeah, he does have a scowl.
And then you cut to the gnome. And he's just like, how's it going, pal? How's it fucking going? I'm a bit of a racist myself. How's it fucking going, pal? Oh, I loved it. But I did love Gloria. My theory is that Eddie just hit the most devastating move in wrestling, the heart punch on Gloria, give her a heart attack. I was going to say nipple twister, but don't really think Eddie plays that game anymore. So yeah, I've seen Gloria get a heart attack, but her final scenes was pretty good to me, honestly. It's a perfect ending. It's very sad. Fucking oh, just fucking crying and eating my ice cream.
Yeah.
I loved Phil also getting some time to actually talking about his mother, Peggy, because she hasn't been forgotten. She's still here. Do wish if Barbara Windsor was alive, we could have seen a flashback. Just of Barbara Windsor and Phil having a little talk on the beach. In Phil's imagination.
Yeah.
What happened? But yeah, that was my thoughts on the week. Also love Denzel probably cheating on his girlfriend. Roid Rage takes over.
But yeah, I think now is time where we do the awards. Let's start with the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence for the most wooden and
Glorious
unbelievable
Heart.
character.
Glorious Heart. Thanks. But if I have to give a serious answer, the fucking no. The gnome.
I don't even know. I just thought that this week was really well acted. Personally, I don't actually have anyone that I was upset about, and I respect. I don't know. I've just nothing sticks out to me. I'm gonna say Billy
Not even
for his feet
Billy,
comments. And yeah, there we are. Who needs slapping down?
Eddie. I know he got slapping down, but he needs a fucking slapping down.
Well, I'm pretty sure last week I said Dean, so I'm gonna say him again. Fuck him. Dean gets it again. It's like I said, very nice to see him finally get comeuppance for what he's done. Only time will tell if he actually serves time for it, but it's an interesting dynamic where he is now genuinely having to fight false allegations for the first time ever. Because the rest of the stuff is true. And underrated.
Well, of course, I have to go for Dean for still calling Harvey a fucking cunt. Just for the simple fact. I'm sorry, guys, for keep bringing it up, but it's just like a 12-year-old comment. He's a school. He's literally a grown man who's a school child. He has the mind of a school child. I'll pick on Harvey, fucking 60-year-old man. Fuck you, Stacey. Look at me. I can walk free. Just fucking. So Dean Mix gets my mind most underrated, especially now where the tables are turned on him.
I'm just gonna give it to Gloria. Really well acted scenes, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I think they did a really good job of, it's so hard to essentially say, look, Gloria was the loving mum, and she's been his mum for 40, 50 years now, and just showing that. It's hard to show that a relationship is history and you have that chemistry there, right? And I think they did a really good job. And, some people may not like her. They felt like she was complicit and a complicit racist. But these scenes were very reasoned and very nice to see. And, yeah, I'll give it to her. And unfortunately, it's obviously the last time we'll see her. So if it was the old oh, just absolute word salad. If it was the old podcast, it would get 10 seconds of Julia's theme, but this ain't the old podcast, and no 10 seconds of Julia's theme for you. But yeah, this has been Watching Walford podcast episode 67, a hotly anticipated edition, and we're back into the swing of things. As said, probably going to take the next week or so a bit more chill again, just to fully refresh ourselves and get back to our normal routines and be back ready. And we do, obviously, I hope everybody enjoyed the fan fiction. I hope everybody enjoyed the Hollyoaks weekly-ish roundup, and I hope everybody enjoyed this edition of the podcast. Obviously, we still want to see your thoughts on everything that happened this week, and obviously tell us in the description, and also join the Discord if you want to have conversations with us or other like-minded people in the Discord, just because it's a lot of fun. So yes, thank you for watching the Watching Walford podcast. We've been Watching Walford. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.